The main idea of fasting is to burn fat instead of glucose. This state is called ketosis. We will discuss 48-hour timeline what happens to our body when we stop eating. First 2 hours is initial digestion. During this period, glucose is absorbed from gastric and small intestine. It is utilized as a primary source of energy, and excessive glucose is converted to glycogen into liver. This process takes up to 6 hours in some from eating. After this, in the body, no glucose anymore, and body starts to burn glycogen. Body converts glycogen again into glucose and burns this glucose. So liver has glycogen reserves, and to deplete these glycogen reserves needs additional 10 to 12 hours. It means body has glucose from food plus glycogen from liver and burns it around 18 hours. So around 18 hours no ketosis, or ketosis level is very low, and benefits which has fasting is very low if we fast less than 18 hours. We have of course some benefits, but these benefits are not prominent. As we see, glycogen period is huge when it lasts 10 to 12 hours, and there is a legitimate question that how to shorten this period. And here we have important chart. This glycogen state is affected different things, especially physical activity, because metabolic rate and metabolic state is very personal, and we cannot change it generally. So, but we can change our physical activity. For example, if person is sedentary lifestyle, glycogenic state is 10 to 12 hours. But if person walks around 10,000 steps, glycogen state is already 8 to 10 hours. If person walks 15,000 steps, glycogen state shorten 6 to 8 hours. If person walks 10,000 plus intense running, for example 10 minutes, glycogen state shorten up to 4 to 6 hours. And for professional athletes and professional who is professionally intense workout, glycogenic state is around 2 hours. So what is lesson from here? We can say that this huge time frame, which is called glycogenic time frame, and we want to shorten it. If we cover 10,000 steps per day plus running 10 minutes intense running, we can halve this period. It means that we can start ketosis after 12 hours instead of 18 hours. Now let's say what happens after 18 hours. 18 hours ketosis already started, and also interesting things, autophagy and human growth hormone is increased. Now let's see what is autophagy. Autophagy is stress adaptation reaction, and main things what's happening here is removing dysfunctional or damaged proteins and organelles, and it reduces risk of disease. So organism clearing out damaged components of cells, and it is called autophagy. Autophagy looks like our body digests our damaged fractions of proteins and clears from it. So it's detoxification of our body. And what causes autophagy? Autophagy autophagy is stimulated by when mTOR system is reduced, and mTOR system is reduced in response to fasting, and it causes stimulate autophagy. AMPK system increased. AMP system is increased in response of fasting, and it also promotes autophagy. And sirtuins activations. Sirtuins activation also increase autophagy, and sirtuins genes are activated by fasting. So important, really important things happen when autophagy occurs. And autophagy decreases risks of degenerative diseases, decrease risk of chronic inflammation, and it decreases risk of cancers, but more research are needed. Also, during fasting, human growth hormone also increased. It stimulates cell growth and regeneration, and stimulates protein synthesis, tissue reparation. It preserves lean muscles. That's why when we fasting, body digests itself, of course, but it uses primary source fats and not proteins, because human growth hormone activation causes preserving lean muscles. Also, HGH increase fat metabolism, and it means more fats are oxidized. And how HGH is stimulated? It's stimulated in response of low insulin and increased ghrelin hormone. Now, let's say, yes, it's very good that we have ketotic state, and how strong is this autophagy, HGH hormone, and ketosis, how strong is on this timeline. And we have very interesting timeline. For example, if we say in case of 6 hours after eating, we have very minimal ketotic state, very minimal. If we give its score, it's around 0 to 20. Same to autophagy, baseline autophagy we have 0 to 20 around or more, and HGH also around same. But ketosis, if we say that we have some autophagy, it's near 20, but if we say ketosis, it's near 0. That's why ketosis is less than autophagy. After 12 hours, we have some increased already ketosis, increased also autophagy, and increased also HGH. If we score them, it's around 20 to around 20 in case of ketosis. Sometimes can be 30. It's around same autophagy and HGH. After 18 hours. After 18 hours already ketosis, autophagy, and HGH importantly increased. After 24 hours, ketosis already very importantly increased. It's almost, if we score, it's almost 70 to 80, and autophagy is around 90 already. HGH is around 70 to 80 also. 36 hours after eating, ketosis is 100%, autophagy 100%, HGH 100%. So the maximum level reached in 36 hours. In 48 hours, also they are almost their maximum. Autophagy may fluctuate, may decrease some around, for example, 80 or 90, but still very high. After 60 hours, ketosis still 100%, but autophagy and HGH already decreased. And after 72 hours, ketosis still high, and autophagy and HGH importantly decreased. And after 168 hours, which is around 7 days, ketosis still very high, but autophagy and HGH already very decreased. So if we look at this chart, it means that optimal fasting is around 36 hours, 36 to 48 hours. I would say that it's best for benefits. After this, we already have less autophagy, less HGH, which means it may start breaking down our muscles, and our lean body can be depleted over time. So I would say, if we want best result, fasting should be around 36 to 48 hours. If we want to get benefit from our fasting, I can say that it should be more than 18 hours, because less than 18 hours benefits are very minimal. So what I can say as a conclusion, I can say that if you fast for your health, you should fast more than 24 hours and less than 48 hours. I think it's optimal. Of course, more researches are needed, and it's not medical advice, it's my personal opinion, but based on current researches, what I can say is fasting from 24 to 48 hours. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your interest. If you like my videos, please thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye for now.